Why does genetics matter? Who was Barbara McClintock, and why do we owe her a debt of gratitude? These questions lead us into the fascinating world of genetics and the remarkable contributions of one scientist, Barbara McClintock. Barbara McClintock was a pioneer in the field of cytogenetics, choosing maize as her model organism. Her journey of discovery began in 1931, where she provided experimental proof that genes are physically positioned on chromosomes. This breakthrough was made possible through her study of the crossing over phenomenon and genetic recombination. The crossing over phenomenon is a process where genetic material is exchanged between chromosomes, which leads to genetic recombination. This process gives rise to the diversity we observe in living organisms. McClintock's work provided the experimental proof needed to validate this concept. But her contributions didn't stop there. McClintock made another groundbreaking discovery known as the AKE-Ds system in maize. This system involves transposable elements, also known as jumping genes, that can move around the genome autonomously. She found that a gene called Ds could move around the genome, and its movements were regulated by another gene named AKE. McClintock also discovered that the variegated streaking seen in maize kernels was actually a result of a 4-gene system. She conducted breeding experiments to study the effects of Ds and AKE on the coloration of maize kernels. Through her observations, she found that the phenotypic effect of Ds depended on the presence of AKE. Additionally, Ds could insert or excise itself from the Bs allele, affecting the production of pigment. This was a significant discovery, as it illustrated how genes could change their position within the genome, significantly influencing the traits of an organism. This level of genetic control was unprecedented and opened up a new field of study. Her innovative cytogenetic techniques allowed her to confirm the ideas proposed by Thomas Hunt Morgan regarding genetic traits and the exchange of genetic material by chromosomes. To summarize, Barbara McClintock's contributions to genetics were monumental. She provided experimental proof that genes are physically positioned on chromosomes and discovered transposable elements, or jumping genes, in maize. Furthermore, she identified the AKE-Ds system, explained the genetic control behind variegated streaking in maize kernels, and validated theories on genetic traits and the exchange of genetic material. Her work has shaped our understanding of genetics and continues to influence the field today. So when we ask why genetics matters and who Barbara McClintock was, we can confidently say, genetics is the blueprint of life, and Barbara McClintock was a master architect who helped us understand this complex design.